Yo, as a child, my mom used to take me and my big sister to the circus in Manhattan almost every year, man. We loved it. All the animals and clowns and acrobats, all kind of weird stuff going on, but it was amazing to us. But circus came outside and now I feel different. Ringling brother, Vaughn and Bailey. Earth is looking so crazy. Other day I seen this lady twerking while she nursed her baby. Had to turn the other way from the disgrace. Quick and hasty, kept my cover, feeling smothered while big brother track and trace me. Hound me and he drown me out with lies so astounding. Clowns all around every town just expounding. City turned to carnival. Circuses on purpose lost connection with the universe. Now they feeling worthless. Can't resist the urges, null and void in all the searches. Spelling out their curses, rights is written out in cursive. Compassion is the compass, heart circuit. We have to work it, reverse the curse it. They cast it for, they cast us into purges. Masses fast asleep, still insurgent class emerges. Trapped in here with sheep, the diversion coming surges. Tidal wave rising, Phoenix on the horizon. Trump is worth it, dump more shit that stunk. Our ship is sunk by Biden.
Thanks for tuning in to F.M.S. Heal the Nation podcast. Once again, I want to thank the subscribers, and please subscribe and support our cause. We want to heal our community and help those that are in need of sound guidance. So we share our experiences and we all learn from each other. Also, we have a clothing line that with the F.M.S. Future Management Services logo on it and inspirational sayings and things of that nature to help you boost your morale and your mindset and things of that nature. That's the whole thing is about healing our community and ourselves. And today's podcast is about community and concerns. It's the life lessons, mental awareness, and also mental health awareness, sobriety topic, basically, because there's something seriously wrong in our community, with our community. I guess what good mental health is a must. Like, there's a lot of things that have changed. I'll give you a little story. I have a couple of other podcasts. I have a couple, like almost 30 podcasts out already. You can check out some of the old ones. But in one of the podcasts, I mentioned about, I think it was my first podcast, and about our community, what are the problems or something of that nature. And the thing is, I talked about the way the community was when I was growing up. And some can contest to this, and there's some other ones, as the generations progressed, there was, still a unity that was there that we need to get back to. And the thing is, the people in the community, whether they were drug addicts or they were drug dealers or whoever they were in the community, neighbors, the store people that worked in the store, there was so many different people who knew each other. It wasn't a passerby business, whatever, and then leave. You would have conversations. You would get to know each other. You would know each other. He would say, "Oh, send this to your mom," or even the druggies out, the drug people out in the community. If they see you doing something wrong, they would tell you, "Oh, why are you doing that? I'm gonna tell your mom. I'm gonna tell your dad this and that." And you'd be scared, you'd be frightened because you'd be like, "Oh wow, I didn't know you knew my mom." You're like, but the thing is, that community was cohesive. It was straight. It was tight. Even though there was a lot going on, there was still crimes. There was still a lot of different things going on. But where we live, we need to make sure that we are connected to what's going on around us. Like your neighborhood should be a neighborhood of safety where you don't have to worry about people not paying attention if you yelling help or something, you know? Like people don't want to get involved, and that's not a good thing. Everybody needs to be involved in what's going on in their neighborhood. You know, that's just the way it is. Right now, that was then. Now it's more of a selfish way of thinking. If it doesn't bother me, then who cares? Or I'm minding my business, or things of that nature. And in your building, in your house, in your community, you need to know your neighbors. You need to be able to talk to them and really get to know them. That would be ideal. It's under these circumstances of what's going on as far as in the world. There's a lot of senseless situations, robbings, killings, and things going on, and that really shouldn't be taking place. I mean, reason why I say it shouldn't be taking place is because it's a trauma or a stress thing that people are experiencing that's perhaps driving them into like a state of mental illness. So people are very antsy, and I mean, because of the traumas and stresses of the past event, year lockdown, and everything. Those are very traumatic things to go through. Being quarantined. I mean, it's so much that really plays on your mental wellness. And there's good mental health, and there's bad mental health, and there's gray areas in between, and there's a strength, and then there's a weakness. So you may be strong in one area and not strong in the other. After a while, I had did a video, a live actually, about how water, after it runs for a while or drips for a while, it bores or burns a hole in a rock. And your mental health is delicate. And so you may be strong, but if that constant pressure and trauma is still dripping and wearing away at you, eventually it's going to alter your behavior. Now, it may not be drastic or anything. It depends on how we handle things. Determines our level of mental health, our level of great mental health, our level of bad mental health, how drastic we respond to these things, and tells you a great deal of where your stand is, or what you should be concerned with. A lot of people do things and they be like, "Oh, I felt like doing it," but that's not really you, because would you have felt like that 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or I mean, did you develop this because our experiences merit how we feel and how we act about something? So if you didn't experience certain things, would you have responded the way you responded? So it's important for us to check ourselves and analyze ourselves. There's a lot of trauma and stress in the world, and there's natural things that you go through as an individual that is a trauma or stress, your job or whatever the case may be, your children or anything. It affects you. So people deal with these things in certain ways. Some are healthy, some are unhealthy from the way we respond to these things. Some people have coping skills like they drink, or they drug, or they gamble, or they do something to take their mind off of the situation, which compounds the situation and makes it worse. Because it doesn't go away, it pacifies it for a minute, and it's still accumulating, and it's probably worse than if you would have at least tried to chip away at it. You know what I'm saying? Work on it, or work towards it. So sobriety is something that a lot of us are not really thinking about. I mean, we may have occasional drink, or we may drink every week or every day or whatever, or we need one when we wake up, and a lot of people not really paying attention to their intake of drugs and alcohol. You know, drugs alters your mind state. It, alcohol alters your mind state, and the more you do it, the more you become immune to it, that you need more to get to the level of the comfort that you're looking for. So then it becomes a habit. Not to mention that weighs in your pocket, your finances, and we may start neglecting things that we need to take care of because of the habit. So these are all things that we need to really think about. You know, we need to think about our behaviors, and like self-control and discipline. Self-control and discipline is a key factor in a lot of these things. So self-control. Self-control would mean you would have to consciously think before you act. Think before you do things. Think before you respond. Think it through. Shoot it through your head real quick before you do things. So this way you can make a wise decision. And discipline is doing it all the time, or handling your accounts or your business the right way all the time. Like even when you don't feel like doing something, doing it. So a lot of people are lazy too. They want quick money. They want to get things done right away. It's a fast paced thing that's going on with most of us. And patience is a virtue. Patience is a value unmeasurable, because if you have patience, you will be able to really accumulate and excel, and you will appreciate it a lot better when you really slow down and have a better understanding. Because when you rush, you make haste and you make mistakes, and then you have to go back and fix it. And if you just wait, sometimes you don't have to always respond to everybody that's saying something, or like just because someone says something and you want to respond right away, think about it for a minute. Don't really be so apt to interrupt and block them from saying what they're saying because you think they know what they're saying. I mean, you may find out more by listening than to running your mouth. A lot of people don't know how to just listen and just be quiet for a minute. So sometimes we have to discipline ourselves in that area. We have to discipline ourselves with our spending. We have to discipline ourselves with our behaviors. The way we respond to things. We have to think about these things. That's like self-control and discipline. But as far as good and bad mental health, how we respond to things makes a big difference. So I may respond to something that someone says in a good way. I may wait, think it through, and I say something that's wise. and they can, you know, we have a better rapport, and they receive what I'm saying to them. Or I can respond because I get offended or whatever. I think they're trying to offend me or whatever, and my first impulse, I act on it, and that would be a bad response. A bad response would be me going further and doing something physical, or taking it to another level like that, or yelling or screaming or carrying on, and causing a ruckus because of the fact that I didn't let them finish what they were saying. So I really don't know what they're saying. I think I do, so that's the reason why I responded so quickly. Like, there's a lot of life lessons in these videos that I make. And F.M.S. Heal the Nation podcast is on YouTube, and we are working on healing the mindsets of our community. And we want you to like and to subscribe and to comment, because these comments are read by others, and they learn from you. They learn. We all can help each other. So please do that, and subscribe, and repost, and share with the people that you care about and people you're trying to help. Another issue would be know thyself. So knowing yourself would be spending time with yourself and really getting to know yourself. A lot of people don't like to be alone. They have to always be around somebody. They have to always be talking, always be active, always. They don't like themselves very much if they are always focusing on other people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's my logic. But if you focus on yourself, at least for once or twice throughout the day, or a week, or some type of self time, have time for yourself. Nature walks. It's getting nice out there. Go to the park. You know, go to a movie or anything. Like, just spend time with yourself, and of course, pray. You know what I'm saying? Pray, and ask ask to learn who you are. A lot of people don't really know who they are. They paint an image of who they think they are to others, but when they're alone, they're not that person. So a lot of people are not real. They're fake. People lie, to try to impress, or to cover up their mistakes or their secrets. Like, there's people who just say things just to get the focus off themselves. And it's not right that people are like that, but there's a lot of people, and I experienced a situation where I'm hearing about lies that I had no clue of. But those are them. That's them. They have to live with their own demons. The thing is, you have to be confident in yourself and know yourself. And things that are outside of you won't affect you. Or I'll say, it won't affect you as impact you as strongly as it would if you didn't know yourself. So it may affect you a little bit, but you'll be able to overcome it a lot faster, or it may not affect you at all. But the point is, knowing yourself is a very good asset to have. So this way you can maneuver wisely, you know. Unity, team unity. Team unity, this is one of our shirts, by the way. I don't remember if I told you. Team unity would be a thing where you communicate with it's sort of like a neighborhood watch thing, or not really a neighborhood watch, but something along that line where you know your neighbors and the people in your community and the people at the store and just, if you ask somebody, a lot of people say, "Oh, how you doing?" They say, "Oh, I'm good. How are you?" And they keep it moving, but they really don't mean it. Like, really mean what you say. Like, be for real. Like, don't just go through the formalities. Like, really ask somebody and, how you doing today? No, seriously, you sure? I mean, like, not, you good? Like be concerned for one another. Have a little love in your heart for other people. Don't just think selfishly. Team unity will be caring for others. On a train or whatever. Oh, give them your seat or older person or whatever. Have a conversation with them. You may make their day. And make your day because you felt good that you made someone else feel good. So, anyway, I just want to say thank you for tuning in to F.M.S. Hill the Nation podcast. We have a website that we want to showcase talent and art and music and singing, rapping, etc. Things that are positive, build the community. And also we have a Shopify store, F-M-S-ttt.v, myshopify.com. We have clothing, inspirational clothing on that platform. Take a look. It talks about what we're about, things of that nature. Also, like I said, the website is www.futuremanagementservicesllc.com. You can go on there. It also tells you about our mission statement and things of that nature. We have, of course, a podcast that I'm doing right now. And subscribe and see some of the other videos that we have. Some on sobriety, some on mental health awareness, life lessons, collaboration of all of them in one particular sitting. But basically, like with our young people, young adults and everything, you're tuned in and share and like and let people know what we're about, and let's build something. Let's have something together. You know what I'm saying? Let's contribute. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. We understand. I have stuff that I've talked about the youth, that like on my live and things of that nature. I have an Instagram account, which is Lord_Supreme_097. I have that there, and and a lot of information and stuff on my lives and on my profile I'm talking about. And so I appreciate your time. I appreciate you tuning in, and y'all have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful week. And remember, let God be your guide. Praise the Most High. All right. I love you all, and y'all have a good night, a good day, wherever you may be. All right, one. These are the F.M.S shirts, Future Management Services with our logo. That's our mascots. These shirts normally would go for $40, but I'm selling them for $30. Quality material, and they don't shrink and fade and nothing like that because the printing is excellent printing, and the quality of the shirt is fine threaded. A lot of threading. I forgot exactly what they call it, but these are the shirts that we have. And then plus we have some things on the Shopify too. So give me an email and let me know.
Day that you wake up and see it ain't anything you take it to be. You gonna have to face it through the math is basic when your path is equating to free. That's who it be, master decree, K made son, last of the G-O-D. I'm the last of the creed, assassins, craft, that's true indeed, yeah.